Hi and welcome to another junk journal with me video. I'm starting this one out with an amazing happy mail I received from my very special friend Alison, and she sent me this very cute card as well as some amazing American vintage items that she has collected in yard sales, estate sales, antique stores. And for me, these are of course very cool because these are things we don't see in Austria or probably even in Europe. So very interesting for me to work with these. At the end, I also have a flip through of a most beautiful junk journal she made for me. I am so touched. I love this journal so much. I hope she will open an Etsy store soon so more of you can have the pleasure of having some of these beautiful journals that she makes, and also this wonderful ephemera that she collects. I believe she might also be selling as well. So if you want to skip ahead to where I start creating with these items, please go ahead and go to 8 minutes and 6 seconds. Otherwise, please continue watching all the wonderful things that she sent me, and I'll see you when I start creating.
In my plan, just you. I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. When my hair gets green, I lose my shape. I'd still be missing you. Year by year, out of silence. No. 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. When my hair gets green, I lose my shape. I'd still be missing you. Year by year, out of silence. No. I said some things I wasn't clear. No, it hurt you, but I still care. No, I miss you laying near. Did you wrong and it wasn't fair. If I could go back, then I would treat you better. If I could just change my words like in a letter. I did some things, but I wasn't clear. No, I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. When my hair gets green, I lose my shape. I'd still be missing you. Year by year, out of silence. No, I hope this is a phase that you were just dramatic. That we still could be good, that our love is elastic. I'll make this right if you give me a chance. Oh, I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. When my hair gets green, I lose my shape. I'd still be missing you. Year by just you. In my there, in yours too. In my plan, just you, just you. I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. When my hair gets gray and I lose my shape, I'll still be missing you. Year by year, out of silence. No. 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. Still nothing. When my hair gets gray and I lose my shape, I'll still be missing you. Year by year, out of silence. No. I said some things I wasn't clear. No, it hurt you, but I still care. No, I miss you laying near. Did you wrong and it wasn't fair. If I could go back, then I would treat you better. If I could just change my words like in a letter. I did some things, but I wasn't clear. No, I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. When my hair gets gray and I lose my shape, I'll still be missing you. Year by year, out of silence. No, I hope this is a phase that you were just dramatic. That we still could be good, that our love is elastic. I'll make this right if you give me a chance. Oh, I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4.
Okay, so I'm going to start off by, of course, including her beautiful card and envelope. And since this journal has this flexible binding, I can very, very easily just slip this envelope into my binding and then just close it like that, and there's nothing else I need to do. Now, one of the things I definitely wanted to use from what she sent me is one of these bingo cards, because yeah, as I've said, we don't have anything like this here, and I think they're so cool. So I wanted to make a pocket out of one of those, and I chose this one, the green and white one. And I didn't like it on that white background, so I wanted to use one of her book pages that she sent me, which has a similar coloring to the bingo card. So now I'm just measuring how tall and wide it needs to be for me to glue it onto the page. And I know it's kind of a pity because the card is going to cover most of this beautiful book page, but I know it's there, and I'm guessing it's from a similar time period, so it still is valuable for me to have it there, and you do see the edges of it. So now I've just glued that in, and I wanted to decide now whether to make this a side loading or a top loading pocket. So I wanted to wait with gluing it down, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to use as a tag or something to put in there. So I'm trying various ephemera that she sent, and I'm actually going to go with this red card. I don't know if that's also a bingo card, some sort of a game, I guess. So it's going to be a top loading pocket because this card doesn't go in sideways, it's too long. So I'm just gluing those 3 sides down So that makes the pocket. And I'm not decorating that pocket anymore because I think it's beautiful as it is. And I'm going to use this card to work on one of my prompts, and I am choosing favorite summer foods for this one. So I'm going to write the title of that quote on the front of the card, and I wanted to use like this paper that she sent me, because you can still kind of see through it. So I thought I would just write the title and cut it out and glue it on. But when I saw how that looked, I didn't like it at all, because you can hardly see it. You'll see here in a moment, it just doesn't work. So instead, yeah, so you see, you can't even see it. So that wasn't gonna work. So instead, I'm going to be using my trusty Recollections clickable alphabet stamps. I have a very similar set linked in my links below. Or you can buy it at Michael's if you're in the US. So now I'm just gonna spell out favorite summer foods and stamp that and tear that. And by the way, my wonderful viewers have sent me links of the exact ruler, the tearing ruler I'm using, and so many of you are asking about. So please check out the links in the description box. There's one for Amazon UK and there's one for eBay. So now the problem I'm coming across with these stamps sometimes is that I don't have enough letters. So for example, the set doesn't have 2 M's. So stamping summer is a bit of a challenge because it has 2 M's. But you know, if you try it a few times, it works out in the end that the spacing still works out. So now I'm just gonna tear around these 3 words separately, and I'm just gonna have those in there. You can see it much better. And I'm just gonna glue those on the top there, and I'm gluing the favorite on top like that so that you can actually see it sticking out when I put the card in. You'll see that in a moment. Yeah, so there you see, I like how that peeks out. And now on the back side, I wanted to use another one of her papers, and I chose this one because it has lines with numberings or numbers. And the paper is green-white, which fits perfectly to this spread. So I'm going to be writing in those numbered lines, I'm going to be writing my favorite summer foods, and I'm going to write the title on top there just because there's space. So there's a lot of fruit in here that I'm going to write. So watermelon, any kind of other melons or cantaloupes, strawberries, cherries, mangoes, pineapple, ice cream, frozen yogurt, fresh figs, and mozzarella and tomatoes. So I think there's more, but that's all I came up with at the moment. So next I chose this flashcard that I really wanted to use. I just love those, and as you saw, I just took the page out and sewed around the right side and the bottom to turn it into a little tuck spot, or not so little actually. And just to decorate it up a little more, I wanted to use one of these smaller mushroom printables that she sent me, and I'm simply going to staple that on because I think that really fits the style of this page. I don't do that a lot because usually, I don't know, I think it doesn't fit with what I'm doing, but this time I thought it works really well. And for the card I'm going to tuck into it, I wanted to again use one of her bigger mushroom prints. And since I'm kind of making a card or a tag, no, it's more of a journaling card actually, I chose one of her maps to use as a background for this mushroom, and I really like that. That's something I don't do often either, to kind of use a random page as a background, but I'm really loving it. And I kind of like to think this is Alison's style. She has from what I've seen, she likes neutral colors, muted colors, grungy things, So I think she would like a card like this actually. So for the back, since I wanted to journal, I chose one of the vintage lined paper she sent me. And as you saw, I just tore it to be the same size as the map paper. So I'm just gluing that down, and then I'm going to choose another prompt from my prompt list, and you can find that prompt list below in the description box. This is a list that Demi from D Journals and I came up with recently and posted on Instagram. And yeah, they're just something fun to help inspire you for your journaling. And so I'm choosing something that is stressing me out. So I volunteered to make a wedding album for my brother. He got married recently, which turned out to be 2 albums, because one had to be for all the cards and wishes they got, and one was for all the photos. So I finished the one with the cards, but for the second one I have to add all the photos, and I actually don't enjoy working with glossy photos at all, so I feel way out of my depth, but obviously I want to do a good do a good job. And there's about 220 photos I have to put in an album, and yeah, it's stressing me out because it's not something I usually do. And yeah, hopefully it will turn out nicely in the end anyway, but currently that is a project that is stressing me out and it's taking a lot of time. Now, I wanted to use one of these Rolodex cards to also use as a tuck spot. So I'm using, yeah, and to decorate it, I wanted to use one of these beautiful ruffles that I made following a tutorial by Natasha from Treasure Books. I've used them in some of my previous videos, and they're so addictive. I really urge you to try to make these, and you can use them on so many different projects. And I wanted to put this underneath this beautiful piece of, what would you call it, ribbon, fabric ribbon, something like that, that Alison sent. So that kind of makes the ruffle pop a lot more. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to use that, or if I want to glue that ruffle down as a belly band and tuck something else into it, or do I want to just glue it down as a decoration. So here I'm going through my small embellishments to see what I could use to tuck in. So then I would just make it into a belly band, and at the end I go for this little tag that was in another Happy Mail, and I'm going to be decorating that with a bird sticker from AliExpress, which I will also link below. They're really cute. And I'm just gonna add a word to that from my words that I've typed and printed out on coffee stained paper. So while I'm doing that, I just wanted to also mention that that on Sunday I had my first journaling consultations on Skype with 3 of my lovely viewers. So thank you again, Jill, Kate, and Ari, for Skyping with me. I had so much fun, and I hope so much that my advice was valuable. And since these went so well, I wanted to add 3 more slots for June 23rd on Sunday. And the times I will have they start at 8 p.m. Central European Time. So I will have one at 8, 8:30, and 9. And I will put in the description box below what that time converts to for the US and the UK. So you can just sign up with the link that I will put down below. And these are free consultations. They're 15 minutes each. So you can just sign up and we can Skype for 15 minutes and you can ask me any journaling questions you might have, like you're stuck on a page or you don't know how to do something. So they're absolutely free. Check out the link, sign up for a session. It's a lot of fun. So that concludes today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much, Alison, again for your wonderful Happy Mail. And thank you guys for watching. Keep journaling and hope to see you back here for the next video. Bye!
Our love is elastic. I'll make this right if you give me a chance. Oh, I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this